Hi, this video will show you how to create forms and permission slips. So first of all, if I just want to create a post and kind of just create a one-off form that I'm not going to use over and over again, I can actually do that straight from a post. So I'll just go to posts, new post, fill out all of my information, and then it's an add-on. So I'll click forms and permissions. So here if I have a due date when I need the form returned by, I can give it a date. And then here we do have a repository of existing forms. Now your forms that you see might depend on your role and permissions associated with that role. So you may or may not see forms in here that I see. But if there are some forms you have access to that already were created, such as forms you made yourself, they would be in here. And I'll show you how to do that. So this is helpful if there might be a form that you might use more than once. But if you just want to create a form that you probably won't use again, you can just create a new form from scratch right here. So first of all, you can decide, does this form require a signature? And so this is like you're giving permission to a child, such as going on a field trip. And you can see this is what families will see. I approve, and I give permission for my child to participate. The other two reasons for signatures, we probably as a district won't use that from ParentSquare. So if you have questions about this, just let us know. But we have other ways to get this information, but possibly a field trip you might want to use for the signature. You can say, can it have attachments? And then also require student information. So if you click require student information, when a family receives their post from you, they will have to choose which child it is pertaining to, the permission slip or the form is pertaining to. If you don't need that, you can uncheck that. So here's where you can just start adding questions. And it's like Google Forms in that the types of questions are pretty much the same as what we see from Google Forms. So short answer, what was your favorite subject? Is it required? Maybe not this one. Add another question. Okay, what is the meaning of life? Is it required? Yes, I need that answer. Select one. What's the best color of M&M? And then you can list blue, red, green, yellow, none, etc. And so you do have to list each choice on an individual line. Select many. What are your favorite animals? Oops, I always do this. Question goes there. Answers go here. So dolphin, lion, monkey, rat. None. Or actually, okay. Is it required? Let's say no. And then finally, a date. So what is your birthday? Okay. Just so that you can see what all of these questions look like. So when I'm finished, I can click preview. And so when someone receives my form, they'll see this. So complete by Wednesday, August 31st, and then they will choose their child. They will then enter in all of the information that was requested and then save, and then the form will be submitted. Pretty simple. There is another way, like I was saying, that you can create a form that you might use over and over again or year to year. So to get to that place to create the form template, you would go to add-ons. So click add-ons. And then it's down here, it's an add-on. So it's a form permission slip. And here, again, depending on your role, you may or may not see forms in here, but there's a bunch of forms with different kind of headings of the form type. And you can even sort by forms that are just for staff, parents, students, even forms that might have been published in different languages. But if I want to create a new form, I have 3 options. Number 1, I can build my own. Number 2, if you see forms in here that you would like to just duplicate and edit, you could do that, and then you could see, all right, I want to duplicate this one, and then it'll give you your own copy, basically. Or ParentSquare does have some templates you can use. They've got their little general headings too. Not sure how useful these are. Maybe they are, maybe they are not. And of course, you can build your own form. So you do want to say who it's for, so you can filter, people can filter by that. And then what kind of a form, what kind of a category is it? Or you can even do a new category. Give it a title. So let's say we're going to the bean. So we're headed downtown. And then here, just like we looked at before, you can require a signature or not. You can say, can it have attachments or not? And then are you requiring parents to choose their child or not? And here again is where you would add in the questions. So like, has your child ever been to the bean? Okay. Maybe I want to say select one, yes or no, and it's required. I could just continue adding questions here if I want to. And then a footnote is just like a note that families will see. So please let us know if you have any questions about the trip. And you can even add additional sections to your form as well. And then translation, you can see how does the form look in Spanish, Polish, and Russian. And you can even change the way it was translated. If you are a family member or a family who has their language set to something other than these languages, they will receive the form in however way Google has translated it. So these languages just mean that we, the form creators, can actually edit the way the forms were translated. So when you are happy, you can save and preview. And if you like the way it looks, this is what it will look like. You can then publish it. So don't forget to publish it. That's how it'll be active. All right. So now we can go back to add-ons, forms, and permissions. And it was a general form. I made it a general category. And here it is. So I can go back to my posting. And then I will create a new post. Say who to send it to, who should see this. It's just parents. Do I want to post as myself? Maybe, sure. Field trip permission form. And then please complete the form. And then here is where I would say I want my add-on. Click forms and permissions, and I can give it a due date. And then I can select my form, and it's under general. There it is. Okay. And then I can preview it. So when families receive the post, they'll see, okay, permission slip. I have to choose my child, answer the questions, and then save it. And then I, as the person creating the form and sending it out, I will get all of the responses to me. So I can schedule, draft, post now, etc. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to reach out anytime.